So we're here with our next interview, Imran Virji, the captain of the Wolves. Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, man. So how this is going to work is we're going to ask you a few questions, and then we're going to move to a lightning round. So it's pretty easy. The first question we have for you is, you and your assistant, you drafted Mecca Wolves. You both won multiple championships. When you look at an assistant captain and a captain, you guys have the highest total of championships in the league. So how does that affect the way that you handle regular season? Does it affect the way you handle pressure now? And what does it mean for you when you have to reach that level of success?
Okay, so a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, sorry.
To be honest, I've been playing softball my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's probably a period where I got into soccer, got out of softball, but a lot of the guys on my team, Mikhail included, we played softball as kids. And
yeah.
So like, we didn't just play softball as kids. We were like a crew as kids. Ado, Irfan, me, Mikhail, Shane, Abad. Like, we all hung out.
So it removes the pressure.
There's
right?
already a chemistry between us. So we could pick up a baseball bat. We could pick up a volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
We could pick up pretty much anything, and we don't really have to worry about like us kind of coming together. We all got that drive. We all try to win. We're not like, let's have fun kind of people.
Yeah. So does that affect you going forward? Because now there's a lot of pressure on you. You're not with Chima anymore as well.
Honestly, Chima's a sick player. So like, not being with Chima, being with Chima, at the end of the day, the teams are balanced. Mm-hmm. That's what I like about this league. Every team, like, you can't, the way the draft is, you can't end up stacking a team.
Oh, 100%,
so,
yeah.
Like, it's hard for me and Chima. If Chima's not, by default already on my team, it would have been ridiculously hard for us to end up on the same team.
That's true.
Because he's like a top echelon player in the league.
So like you said, the league's grown since we've started. You're actually another player that was here from the beginning.
Yeah.
So how do you feel it's grown for you as well over the last 5 years?
It's nice. It's nice to see the league has grown, and I think last year we kind of had a case where it grew maybe a little too fast. We had a bunch of people who thought this was like, let me sign up and show up when I feel like, I have the time.
Yeah.
We kind of weeded out some of those people. I don't mean weeded out. I mean, we got more committed guys. So we stuck to the same number of teams, and I feel having guys come and having that ability to build chemistry week in, week out is critical.
Yeah.
Like, as a captain, I'll tell you that right now, me and Chima had a lot of challenges last year because guys had other leagues. They had other things going on. So, I mean, that's cool. No one's asking this to be your day in, day out, I eat, sleep, breathe softball. But
I mean, some people do.
like when you're on it, you're playing with a championship team, or you're on the Wolves, for example, you hope guys come wanting to, like, repeat.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Sometimes you don't got guys who have that same mentality. So, like I said, going back to the first thing, the guys on our team, a lot of them they're boys, they're friends. We all know what.
So you don't have to worry about the attendance at all, even, right?
We're all gonna like make our own time to go to the cages, do our stuff. So.
Yeah. What about you personally? Like, how have you grown as a player over the last 5 years?
Well, I learned last year not to smoke in the outfield.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask you that too.
Was a major stepping stone for me. I grew as a person.
Yeah.
I realized.
Can you explain what happened there? Because everybody wants to know.
Yeah. There's not much to explain. Like, if you really want the honest truth, and if this is unfiltered, and I see McDad's out of the room right now, I'll give you my side.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Everybody smoked on the field all the time. It was something people just did when you're.
So you're the only one who just got caught.
Nobody ever saw it. It just. That one day, that one play, all of a sudden, for some reason, I got called out for it.
Okay.
So it was what it was.
You understand that you're now a snitch, right? And we'll be looking for everyone who's smoking.
Dude, everyone knows. They're all laughing right now.
All right.
Like, yeah, he's right. They're probably like, yeah. So anyways, long story short, it sucked at the timing because it happened the last game of the season. I got thrown out for that last game.
Really affected your seeding, right?
Seeding, last few at bats, getting stats to try to like battle for more hits. There was a lot of things on the line that game, and then I missed a playoff game. So, I mean, it was a pretty harsh
penalty, right?
Yeah, considering no one's ever been given the penalty. I guess since you're asking about it, I'm gonna take this opportunity to elaborate.
Go ahead, man.
You
The
know?
mic is yours.
But the truth is, like, no one ever got reprimanded for that. So it should have been a warning, if you ask me. But
Okay,
I guess
well,
being a captain, I should know the rules, so I know that rule now.
that is the standard that we put you at, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so let's look at this year's team.
Yeah.
You built a relatively hybrid team. If you look at it, Mecca Wolves plays pitcher, plays really well at shortstop. You have someone like Aman, who can pitch at times. He's been killing it before in our Ramzan tournaments. Someone like Minhal, you can put him anywhere. Was that something that you planned for, to realize that, hey, if someone is absent, we have these people that can play everywhere and we won't, diminish the quality of our play?
We tried to pick players who have played softball before, who've shown some sort of athleticism and ability to grow and learn if they are not like playing regularly. Yeah. But everybody on our team, I know I've seen them in pretty much softball for the most part, minus like one or two players, Yeah. And so that part is out. We don't have to worry about that. Versatility, I don't believe people need to be tied to one specific position. That's my mentality. Yeah. Maybe Chima felt differently when we were captains together. I can play infield. I can play outfield. Yeah. There's guys who pitch. Like, we may have more pitchers on the team that you've just never seen them pitch. Yeah. All of a sudden they come in.
So that's something that we should be looking out for, right?
You got to look out for everything, because our team is not like your typical JMS team where you can say, okay, well, this guy's always going to play left field or right field, so let's put it on the weak side.
We're thinking this between like a game-to-game change, inning-to-inning, anything?
Where people like playing, where they feel comfortable, where we feel like we want to put somebody that game. Like, if somebody's finding a groove in a particular spot, we'll continue to play.
Just roll with the hot hand, right?
But again, there's nothing like saying, oh, this guy's missing on third, we're totally messed up because we don't have people to play infield. No, we got a lot of guys who have arms who know how to play.
So, looking at the schedule, a lot of guys don't like playing in the mornings. Sometimes it's just waking up. And then a lot of people like playing in the mornings because you have the rest of the day. So your team actually has only 2 games before 11 a.m. this entire season. So looking at that, obviously the afternoons get busy. It gets really hot. Is there something that you've planned for when this comes? Because naturally it will come.
Honestly, we're basically assuming people are going to have something going on in the morning from 11 till 1.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, a lot of our players have committed to the league for the period of time that it's going on. So whether it's their wives, whether it's extended family, whoever it may be, they're letting them know that, like, I have a commitment. The same way you have any other commitment, they have a commitment from 11 till 3 o'clock, and it's not going to be that full slot of time. So
you're not worried about...
I don't see it being a problem, to be honest. Guys who want to play, they're going to find a way to come there.
Yeah. And that's why you drafted them, right?
It,
Okay. So now we're going to move on to the lightning round. And how this is going to work is I'm going to give you a player. You give me the first reaction, the first word that you can think of associated to them. And then you're gonna have a chance to expand a little bit. So the first player is Muzammil Jaffer.
Swing for the fences.
Yeah? All right, you want to explain that a little bit?
Muzammil had a lot of success when he came into the league at the beginning.
Yeah.
He popped like a number of home runs. The thing with Muzammil is he doesn't even need to swing hard, because he's such a strong guy that when he just goes easy and just takes it easy and
flows more naturally, right?
He ends up getting way better hits. He can go opposite. He can go wherever you want him to go.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because he kind of suffered the early season curse where you get a home run in your first at bat, very first game, you're always swinging for the fences, at least for a large portion. So
yeah. So let's go to, let's say, assistant captain Mecca Wolves. What would you say?
Versatile.
Yep.
Yeah, like you can put him anywhere. If somebody told me he wanted to play outfield, I'd say I don't see any reason why not. He can track a ball, he can catch a ball, throw a ball. Infield, he can play anywhere. Pitcher, so he can bat, he can hit. He's a good teammate. He's like your ultimate player.
He's the guy you want at all times,
he's
right?
He's like the ultimate player. If you ask me in every facet of the game what you want in a person, he's got it all. And the truth is, like, what he can work on, which we can all work on, is like in that game situation. Yeah. Like, I'm worst with this. Like, you got to be able to pull through and get that big hit. And sometimes you put so much pressure on yourself. Maybe you don't make that hit, but we're all going to kind of grow in that area.
You guys have rings to talk for you, so it's good.
I'll tell you, Mick's one of the best players in this league.
Okay. Let's go Danish Jaffer.
Yep. Danish, To be frank, he's always sat at the top of the league in
Yeah.
terms of batting, in terms of getting on base. I've
He's one of those
I've never
sneaky
seen
hitters.
it. I've never seen it. Like I've never looked at him playing and been like standing in the outfield saying, "Oh my God, like yo, on my toes, it's a threat, it's donish."
Yeah.
That's just the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
But stats don't lie, you know. And like McDad said, he drafted Imtiaz Kar because at the end of the day, you can't pass up on somebody that's up there.
Yeah.
So and you know what, he's related to Muzamil Jaffer. So like if it's in their blood, then
It's a Jaffer thing, right?
probably all you know. So
Okay, last one we're gonna go with is Mehboob Bajwani.
golfer.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, like you know what, even like when he was playing, he's good. He makes contact. The thing, we got another golfer on our team in Maz Ismail, right?
Yeah.
So if you go by the theory that they have good hand-eye coordination.
You just gotta move the swing up, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So you can see it. He definitely has the hand-eye.
Okay, perfect, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks again
Yeah.
for taking the time to speak
Awesome,
with me, man.
Cheers, man.
Appreciate it.